in the wintertime like it is now, and we don't start fires and we don't leave messes, and we have a great little camp. And that's the way it is. Right here where I'm standing is the cutoff. It goes up the hill to the other trail, which is what I'm going to take to my camp. And this goes down a little ways, about another 150 yards or so, and then cuts to the left and down a jeep road. It's not really a jeep road. I don't think jeeps can get up it, but down an old road. It's an old stage road, actually, down to the gate. So I'm going to head up this. And these trees over here are really old olive trees, and they still produce fruit. And I've always wanted to come up here with some backpacks and scoop up a bunch of them and just make a quart or so and see how it tastes. But yeah, I'm going to spend the night up here with a couple of buddies of mine at our secret camp. And that's just the way it is. You know, you got to do what you got to do. You got to take care of yourself in this world. You can't do good if you feel so bad that you can't function. You got to have some way to depressurize, and you know, that's how you do it. That's how I do it. That's how my buddies do it. I'm tired of losing friends. I sure miss that cat. Life could be worse. You look at this vista, and it is as close as to anything you're going to find in this entire area of the way this area was 150 years ago. It has not changed. And fortunately, it will not, because it's part of a land trust now. Actually, it's part of a district. Eventually, it's going to become part of a state park system. So this is, in all likelihood, protected from development in perpetuity, which is marvelous, because I'll tell you, man, I've walked through here so many times by myself, just thinking and working stuff through, and this has been a lifesaver for me, just not to be able to see a lot of people here. And, you know, I feel like a steward, even though it's not my job. I move trees out of the way that are blocking the trails when I can. I actually bring a saw up sometimes and cut stuff. I admit it. But, you know, we're pretty lucky here in California to have this. I'll have to admit, having traveled throughout this country pretty extensively, not too many places I haven't been. This is it for me. I was born up here, and I'm going to die here. It's that simple. This is my country, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm a little provincial and bourgeois in that sense, petite bourgeois. But you know what? I sure do love this land. I sure do love this state, whatever that is. That line of trees right there in the center of the frame, I'll point to it, right there, goes up the hill here to the Tanqueray tank. And there's probably a quarter bottle of Tanqueray there. And I'll be honest with you, I'd like to probably go up there and do that, but I'm feeling so bad about Tommy dying and about other things, the way things are going. I don't think it would be a good idea, because I'm enjoying my walk now, and that could just send it south. Yeah. So I'm just going to continue up this trail for another couple of miles to our secret spot, and hopefully my buddies will be there because they had said they were going to meet me there. I don't know if they actually are going to make it, but if they do, that'll be very cool. So it gets dark in here. It's kind of spooky and cool. I like it. Also, I've been looking for porcinis because porcinis are known to inhabit the area. So I've got my eyes peeled for them. It is definitely porcini season for the next few weeks. Although I've heard that they're not popping as much as they used to, or usually do, from the locals. Nope. There's fungi among guy, but it's all the wrong kind. Well, actually, this is, with regards to the local history, this is second growth forest. This was all burned down in a fire 40 years ago, the big Maya Comets fire. Some of it got burned, some of it didn't. You know, it was fairly selective, but it pretty much scoured this ridge line. So a lot of this is second growth, but a lot of it's not, as you can see. These old oaks obviously didn't get burned because they're hundreds of years old. So it's weird how that works. Fire is very selective. Anyway, up at the top here, there's a cattle trough, watering trough, fed by a spring. And I'm gonna actually, since I'm camping up here tonight and I'm a little sweaty, I'm gonna take my fucking clothes off, since there's nobody around, and dunk my ass in the fucking thing and get clean. Walk into camp clean. You know, civilized humans try to remain clean, right? I would think, whenever possible. Anyway, here we go. We're coming out at the top here, man. This is nice. Beautiful time. Sunset's fast now. You got a plan. Otherwise you walk back in the dark, which is not a problem because I can walk bak in the dark here. I know this place like the back in front of my hand, but